Hey guys, welcome back to the Love 2D for Beginners series. In the last episode, we installed Love 2D and ran our first Hello World program. Now, if you missed that, you can go check it out. It will only take a few minutes. Link is in the description. And in this video, we're going to dig a little deeper and look at how a basic Love 2D project is structured. And by the end, you'll understand how the game loop works using love.load, love.update, and love.draw, and how to display dynamic content on the screen. So let's get started. Now, about understanding the basic structure, Love 2D revolves around a few special functions. You don't need a main function like in other languages. Love handles that part for you. And all you have to do is define functions like these in your main.lua file. They are love.load, which runs once at the start of the game. This function runs automatically at the start of the game. And love.update, and inside these parentheses dt, which stands for delta time, and this runs every frame and it is used for logic like movement. So this will be explained and demonstrated in later episodes. And the last function is love.draw, which also runs every frame, and this is used to draw things on the screen. So Love calls all of these functions automatically as part of the game loop. You don't have to call them yourself. They are built into the engine. So let's explore these functions and start with our main.lua file from scratch. Now I'll exit out of this and then open our main.lua file inside VS Code. And this is empty, but here we will write all three core functions with some basic code. So first I'll write function and love.load, and inside our love.load function we'll initialize a message variable. So we'll say welcome to love2d. After that we'll end the function, and then we'll create a function for love.update, inside it we'll use dt, which stands for delta time. Inside it I meant delta time, and for now we'll keep this function empty. We'll not use this. And after that we'll use function love.draw, and inside love.draw we'll use the graphics module as discussed in episode 1. love.graphics.print will print out the message and the coordinates of 100 and 100, and then end this. Cool. Now here's what is happening inside this. In love.load we define a global variable called message, and its value is welcome to love2d. And since we declare and assign a value to message inside love.load, which is automatically called once the game starts, it is like initializing a value at the start of the game. So suppose you wanted to start a game with 3 lives, right? You could write inside love.load lives equals 3. So this means that this text or our lives is all ready to be used later in love.draw or inside love.update without changing every frame. And inside love.draw we use the love.graphics.print to draw that message at the coordinates of 100 and 100. Now, like I explained, it is 100 units from the left and 100 units from the top. So that is how these coordinates are working. Now let's save this. I have turned on autosave and then execute it using a batch file. Now I have created a run.bat bash file, and this is essentially to run our main.lua file without any hesitation. So at echo off we have just run our batch file by putting here the location of our love.exe file, and if I double click on our run.batch file, it will run our love2d for us. Now if you don't want to do this, you can just use our previous method, as you can head on to your local disk and navigate to your love file, and you can drag the whole folder onto love.exe. And now if we do that, it will execute just the same. But since I want to reduce that tedious process, I'll use the batch file. Now as you can see, welcome to love 2D has been printed 100 units from the left and 100 units from the top. And if I were to print another statement, I would do it like this. So inside our VS Code, I would just copy this line and I would print hello world 30 units further down. So if I save this and then drag this onto love, it'll print out hello world 30 units down from here. So that is how we are printing. Now about love.draw, our love.draw function is your canvas. So every frame, love clears the screen and runs this function, this whole function, again and again. So whatever you want to show needs to go inside love.draw. Okay, let me just extend this and let's make it a bit more interesting. What if we showed a score or the current time? So inside love.draw, instead of hello world, if we printed out score 0, so score 0, it would print that score onto that place. So oh, I didn't want to move this, I wanted to execute this with love. So our score. So you can see that it is really easy to display more text. Later you can try it out and replace a 0 with a score variable, and that is all for you to try. Let me know in the comments how it goes. Now after love.draw, let's discuss about love.update. Now this episode contains a lot of theory and minimal code, and the next episode will be moving objects. So that is where the love.update function will come in handy. Now even though we're not using love.update yet, let's talk briefly about what that dt parameter, that is delta time parameter, means. So as I mentioned before, dt stands for delta time. It tells you how much time has passed since the last frame. And that's important for things like smooth movement and animations. Now since this love.update runs in every frame, every device might have different frame rates. So some devices must have 60 FPS or 120 FPS. Now we don't want our function to execute based on the frame rate alone. So what delta time enables us to do is it enables us to run the game smoothly and consistently, no matter how fast or slow the computer is. So even if it is 60 FPS or 120 FPS, we can just use delta time to make our movements smoother according to time rather than according to our computer's frame rate. So you can think of delta time like a stopwatch. It tells you exactly how much time has passed since the last step, so your game can adjust to movements and animations to match real time. So that is what the delta time function does. And with that, it is a wrap for our video. We learned about what love2D's main function load, update and draw do. You have displayed your own message using love.graphics.print, and I have explained what love.draw does, and you even got a sneak peek into delta time. In the next episode, we'll use love.update to move things across the screen, making our first interactive animation. So don't forget to leave a like if this video was helpful, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next episode. And try editing the message text or adding more variables or lines to our love.graphics.print, and let me know how it goes in the comments. See you next time and happy coding. Bye bye.